of questions back, you have accepted that failure to follow the SOP steps would have been sufficient ground to cancel. You have accepted that. And I then said, so all the more reason that you should have cancelled. Whether it should have been taken to someone else and so on, that's a totally different basis for you not cancelling. And that is not what I'm addressing. I'm addressing the A ground that you yourself have given, 8.3, as a ground for not cancelling, for Director Malatji not cancelling. Not about this, or rather a need for this to have been taken to someone else. I'm talking about a ground that you have given for not cancelling, or for Director Malatji not to cancel. So what I'm saying is, would it be logical for you to say I did not cancel because the SOP was not followed, rather than saying because the SOP was not followed, indeed I ought to have cancelled, or that was reason enough for cancelling, instead of giving it as a reason for refusing to cancel? That's what I have difficulty with. Do you understand me now?
Commissioner, I understand you, but I'm also having a difficulty with the commissioner, singling out one reason.
No, you have itemized them as separate grounds. You did it. Of course, I understand that in the end you may look at these cumulatively, but looking at this as a ground on its own, I'm saying it is simply not a ground at all. Because even if you look at them cumulatively, this one should not come into the equation at all, because it does not make sense. You may have your other reasons. Maybe this should have been taken to A, B, C, D instead of me. That's something else altogether. But to have this as a ground or a basis for not cancelling, it does not make sense. Because not following the SOP steps should actually have been a reason to cancel. So you should not have included this at all. Do you get me?
I get the commissioner, and
Yes.
I get the commissioner. I
Yes.
understand the commissioner's reasoning. Right. I mean, I understand
Yes.
the reasons given to me by the commissioner that I should not have included this one. Right.
Yes.
And
So let's please forget about it, Director. I thank you very much. That's all I wanted. Thank you.
Can I just add to this conversation that the other reason you give is that the instruction was not directed to the initiator
yes.
of the ad hoc services, and this is Water and Sanitation Department. That's who you're referring to.
Correct.
But you made the appointment. Your department made that appointment. We know specifically Klapperkop and Brickfield you did, and then we know that the balance of them, you had given Piri instruction to run with this, and you earlier accepted that it was an instruction to execute the request. So you did the appointments, you are the right person to terminate, because Water and Sanitation didn't make the appointments, they were made by you.
We're talking in respect of Klapperkop
And the ones that Piri issues letters, the list,
addition.
remember they gave him a list, and then he issued letters, deployment letters. So it's your people
yes.
that have done the appointments, so it's your people that would terminate.
No, yes, with regard to the Klapperkop one and the ones in respect of which GL account numbers were provided, it's me who issued the instruction, and then
And the others, it's Piri who issued instructions saying he acts on your instruction. So it's your people, it's APSS that gave Goobies the instruction to proceed with the service. That's surely you accept that's a fact. That's how it happened. We have deployment letters from Mr. Piri. Is he not in your department?
He is.
Yes, so your department issued deployment letters
Yes.
through Piri and through you in that email of the 7th, right? Where you say they're starting to work on the 7th. So you are the right people to terminate because you're the people that appointed. So reason 8.2 doesn't hold either as a ground for refusing to terminate. It can't hold. You're appointed.
You know, with regard to the club, you know, my email is very specific. It is very specific to say, Klapper Corp, this. In respect of that, yes, it's us who could have terminated the.
And the same with the balance that Piri issued deployment letters. Goobies relied, remember, you know the story.
Okay.
After they received the termination letter, they went they responded to Deputy Commissioner Spies and said, but we have letters of appointment. So it's that simple. Your department made the appointments because the authority to appoint lies with you. It's not the client that makes the appointment. Can we agree that?
I agree with the Commissioner in respect of the Klapper Corp ones.
The Piri ones, did the water and sanitation make those appointments?
From where I'm sitting, right, water and sanitation made those appointments because they were.
So the deployment letter is not the appointing authority that gives them the go-ahead to work. Are you saying that's not the case?
In respect of the additional ones?
Yes,
No.
the one that were issued by Piri. Did they not give them authority to go ahead and deploy?
They might have interpreted it as an authority to go ahead.
No, let me read for you, and I'm taking randomly to Goobies. This letter serves as a notification of deployment to Moreleta Reservoir Pump Station, effective 16 January at 6 a.m. Service provider, rate, and it sets out static officers, patrol officers, and patrol vehicle. It's exactly the same as your email. It gives that kind of detail, right? So, and it comes from APSS.
Okay.
Why are you creating a difficulty about this? This is an appointment letter that says you should go and work there.
No, it is an appointment letter.
Yes.
What I wanted to establish was, right, this appointment letter, right, is it as a result of a prescribed process having been followed?
No, I'm not
Okay.
talking prescribed
Okay.
process. Even your own appointment didn't come about through a prescribed process. You've accepted that, right? Your message at page 60, your email, it didn't follow the process.
Okay.
But there was an appointment, and it has contractual and legal effect. You authorized them rather, to go to that site in the same way that Piri did. There's really no difference between the effect of what you both did. And all I'm putting to you is, as the appointing authority, your department, I'm not even limiting it to you personally, I'm saying your department, as the appointing authority, it is your department that has the authority to send out a termination letter. That has to be right.
It is right, yeah.
Okay, thank you. So 8.2 is not a good reason or a valid reason for you to have refused to make the appointment.